Hey everyone, Caleb with the Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with a fun little video titled List It Right and Avoid a Fight. So guys, obviously, this sounds like it has to do with listing your books on eBay, and lo and behold, it does. So guys, the reason for this video is not only does it sound sort of cool, list it right, avoid a fight, but it's a good rule of thumb for your listings. I was thinking about making this a reseller rule video, but then I decided, let's just make it its own standalone. I have a lot of reseller rule videos coming out, so as such, it's a standalone. I have another one coming out shortly after this that actually is sort of similar, or maybe it's going to come out before. We'll see. But long story short, if you guys spend enough time listing your books or whatever item you end up selling, and you actually tell the customer what they're getting, you tell them the imperfections, you tell them this, and this. If you take the time, then odds are you're going to not have any issues once the customer gets it. They'll see what you described is exactly what they got. If you say, hey, someone kissed this page in this book and left lipstick there, they will open up to that page, see that, and see that's the only issue in the book, and they'll be like, yeah, cool, this guy was honest with me, don't know what happened there, but it's cool, everything's honest. As opposed to if you just say book's in good condition, they might get it, see that, and be like, oh, that's nasty, I'm angry now, blah, 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 give me a return, bad feedback, da 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 da, all these sorts of things. And it's like, bro, I told you it was good condition, you're fine. So yeah, I understand not everyone will do that, but there are some people who will buy something in good condition and then see something like that and be like, that's not good. And it's like, well, according to eBay's definition, that actually should be right around good, so what's your problem? So as such, I personally like to go into things a little bit more. I like to describe things a little bit more, and I know that this is not going to be the case for all of you. I know that not all of you can take the time to do such a thing. However, I personally do it. I find that it does very well for me. I have a lot of customers be like, item arrived exactly as described, da 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 da, and I'm sure that's probably more of a generic fill-in thing for a lot of the ones that I get, but other ones people do take the time and put in feedback, and it is a little bit more like, yeah, this person described everything perfectly, I'm very much happy. And with that said though, guys, I've mentioned in other videos, I do antique books. Antique books do sell for a little bit more than a lot of the other books out there. As such, I can spend some more time on my various listings. I'm sure that if you are listing like a book that's worth $5, you don't want to spend 30 minutes doing a listing. You want to spend a minute doing a listing tops, and you want to just burn through 500 things, and it's lickety split. And as such, you're not going to be able to list it right, quote unquote, but at the end of the day, if you are doing that, you're going to have a larger volume of things, and with the larger volume, it probably will drown out any bad feedback you'll get. And honestly, if you're doing something like that, you could probably also be like, bro, please get rid of your feedback, make it neutral or positive, please positive, but neutral if nothing else. I'll return your money, or you can return it to me, or da 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 da. You can keep it for free, all that sort of stuff. There are a lot of things you can do, especially if you're doing lower value things like that, which is nice. But again, I mean, if you did spend another 3 minutes or something like that, and you typed out or you took a couple more photos, the customer could be like, oh wow, this is what I was shown. And in the case of eBay, if you ask eBay to remove the feedback, and you can be like, hey, this customer complained about this and this a thing, and this photo right here on the listing, you could see that it had this, so them complaining about this shows that they're in the wrong. And sometimes, I guess, from what people tell me, eBay will actually side with you a little bit if you actually have proof of the listing and the person complaining about that thing in the listing that's clearly there. Evidently, eBay will help with you, but I cannot say for certain if that is the case, because it has not happened for me. I have not had any cases where eBay removed feedback for me or helped with feedback, because I just haven't had it just yet, because again, I spend so much time on my listings. People know exactly what they're going to get. And in addition to that, I mean, I haven't sold tens of thousands of books. A lot of people that I hear say they got negative feedback, those people sell several times more than what I sell. I'm a small fry in the grand scheme of things. I don't have a 1,000 sales a week. I have like 1,000 sales a year, it feels like. So with that said though, I hope that is helpful for you guys to sort of think, okay, maybe I should spend a little bit more time on my listings, or maybe you can also be like, okay, not spending that time on these listings, it is something I can definitely handle because my cost of goods sold is not too high. So it's something that you guys could definitely think about. But again, if you list it right, you can definitely avoid a fight, or you can win it if someone does try to cause issues. So with that said and done though, guys, I hope this was helpful. If it was, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in one of those videos over there. See you then.